doesn't have anything without Netflix. Really, what does she have? Hollywood doesn't want anything to do with her. I mean, like these professionals talking about her marketing, her brand, she's destroyed it. She has nothing to recover from. I mean, it's really the end of the road for her. How is she going to make this successful? She can't. She blew it. Okay, that's the reality. She blew it. Now what? I mean, I think she would have been better off just getting a regular acting gig, just trying to do some, Suits, I think, wanted her, the reboot, Suits LA wanted her.
So though I'm working more so with the other building of Netflix, it's still the same group of people. It's still the same points of contact that I can reach out to. I love having a friendship and a nice rapport with Bella. Bella Bajaria has been such a champion of both the series and of this brand.
Oh, honey, it's official. Paramount just slammed the final door on Harry and Meghan's desperate Hollywood dreams. That was their last card, and guess what? It just got shredded. They're out of options, out of allies, and out of time.
Suits LA wanted her. I think she was just too big, for these people.
Remember that dramatic royal exit? When Harry and Meghan ghosted the palace like it was some tired family reunion and stormed into Hollywood like they were the next Beyoncé and Barack duo? Yeah, that glittering dream, face planted, hard. What once felt like a brave new chapter has spiraled into a full-blown media disaster. And now, even Hollywood is hitting do not answer on their calls.
Now that's the person I want to see pay the price, because Meghan has done a lot of damage to not just her husband, the royal family, but even those in her own family.
Let's be real. They didn't just leave Buckingham Palace. They torched the bridge, waved from the flames, and expected Netflix to come with hors d'oeuvres and a welcome gift. And for a hot second, it worked. Oprah specials, fat paychecks, people were eating it up. But somewhere between Meghan's woe is me close-ups and Harry's silent nodding, the magic died. Died, girl.
Okay, she's done a lot of damage. She needs to be the one going flipping burgers and doing whatever, because she will never get a real Hollywood.
And now, instead of being the darlings of the power players, they're being served radio silence. Scratch that, they're being rudely ghosted. Paramount, their last chance, just slammed the door without a word, and honey, that silence is loud. There's no buzz, no backup plan, just the cold, bitter truth. They overpromised and underdelivered.
That she once had the possibility to get in the beginning. This is the end for Meghan Markle, right? So, yeah, as ever is done. Like, who thinks that's going to go?
Oh, Netflix. Netflix left them like a messy breakup with no text back. This wasn't a let's be friends situation. It was a full-on Hollywood dumping. Meghan and Harry thought that $100 million deal was their golden ticket. But baby, what we got was not a legacy project. It was a slow-mo YouTube vlog with lighting and royalty glitter. Embarrassing.
Wait, P. Dinah, it's not like she didn't make a huge deal of this, and this is why Meghan is so stupid, okay? Because the writing has been on the wall, P. Dinah, for years. Look, I revealed that in June 2023. So
let's pull out the receipts, shall we? That documentary came out, cried a bit, then flatlined. Sure, it gave a temporary sugar rush of gossip and glam, but there was no second act, no glow-up, no takeaway. Just more moody monologues from Meghan, Harry awkwardly gazing into the distance, and the same headlines recycled with dramatic violin music. Critics dragged it, audiences left. Even Netflix looked like they regretted swiping right.
because she took Ted Sarandos and his mixed-race wife to the Beyonce concert, that friendship scene.
But rewind even further to the first real slap in the face, Spotify. Oof, this one hurt. Before Netflix even pieced out, Spotify aired their dirty laundry for all of us. Meghan's Archetypes podcast, they hyped it like it was going to change culture. Oprah-level energy. Instead, girl, it was crickets in designer headphones.
She was bigging up the relationship with Netflix so much, and bigging up the fact that really, without Netflix, there would be no as ever. And just in case you've missed that,
people were promised fire, bold takes, powerful convos. Instead, they got preachy self-help fluff, over-edited chats, and Meghan rambling while her guests sat there like props. Critics said it, fans bailed, even the execs who once name-dropped the Sussexes like VIPs, suddenly silent, until they weren't.
From about to onboard a CEO and a small team to having Netflix as my partner.
And when Spotify finally spoke, baby, they didn't hold back. They straight up said it. The show flopped. The numbers were embarrassing. Oh, and here's the kicker. There were efficiency issues. Translation, they didn't do the work. One exec even went public and called them lazy. All caps. Lazy. Ouch. That's not shade. That's a whole eclipse.
Sell locally, it could maybe be at a farmer's market. I thought that would be cute.
I'm going to do global Netflix.
Yes, so suddenly it changed quite a bit. And then the offerings, of course, will expand to meet that same demand.
Any normal celeb would lay low, take the L, and regroup. But not the Sussexes. Meghan started dropping vague, "we're evolving" statements while Harry probably Googled how to bounce back from PR hell. Instead of reading the room, they acted like nothing happened. The delusion was loud.
And she kept on going on about it.
Is that we've been in partnership with Netflix.
Oh, and Archwell. That cute little name, the mission, the branding, it screamed purpose, it whispered legacy. Mom, but behind the curtain, Hot Mess Express. Imagine a group project where no one's leading, everyone's confused, and the person who brought snacks thinks they're the boss. That's Archwell.
So there's familiarity and there's comfort. And while that was just on the content side, not on the commerce side, these are relationships and friendships now.
Even worse? No one had a clue what Archwell even was. Was it a charity, a media house, a podcast brand, an IG aesthetic? Who knows? Meghan was allegedly micromanaging down to the font size. And Harry? Well, he just paced around looking stressed. It was giving startup chaos without the startup buzz.
I'm working more so with the other building of Netflix. It's still the same group of people. It's still the same points of contact that I can reach out to. I love having a friendship and a nice rapport with Bella. Bella Bajaria has been such a champion of both the series and of this.
All those red carpet smiles and polished interviews, smoke and mirrors. Behind the scenes was a crumbling circus tent being held together with duct tape and ego. Hollywood insiders peeped behind the curtain and said, no thanks, they weren't buying the act anymore.
Her fruit baskets and jams and whatnot, that she said, this is a show.
This is good
stuff.
stuff.
To do a show. So I think that changes it because it's not as though you're jumping in with people that you don't know.
So by the time they made it to Paramount's office, girl, they were out of magic and options. Netflix, gone. Spotify, humiliated them. Archwell, burning slowly. Paramount was the last hope, that final audition, the last big studio willing to even hear them out. And guess what? That room turned ice cold real fast.
Your point, if they are looking for partnership, for capital, whether it's private equity, VC, or a partner in this way that I have, that's a very big relationship to take on.
It really is.
But if you have...
Meghan walked in with her best lifestyle queen pitch. Think candles, calm voices, peaceful vibes, like Gwyneth Paltrow meets British royalty. She wanted to be Martha Stewart with a crown. But Paramount, they weren't buying it. No sizzle, no spark, just another carefully packaged rebrand with zero real pull.
...has adjusted a little bit because you have a shorthand. Because I think the misconception is when you have a very large...
Paramount smiled, nodded, then basically said, bless your heart, in corporate. Cold, surgical. No drama, no fake promises, just a whole lot of nothing. No callback, no follow-up email. They didn't even float a pity offer. And in Hollywood, that's not a rejection, that's erasure. And just like that, Paramount became the final nail in the coffin. No counteroffer, no let's explore, no we'll keep you in mind. They didn't even want to think about Harry and Meghan again. Brutal. And then came that awkward quote, we're still a startup. Please. Even they knew that was a cop-out. There's no partnership here. Just an industry-wide cringe so loud it echoed through Beverly Hills. Here's what no one warns you about in fame school. The death of a brand isn't always loud. Sometimes it just goes quiet, painfully quiet. No statements, no damage control, no teary interviews, just pure soul-shattering silence. And that silence, it's screaming. Delusion, delusion everywhere. Meghan, honey, it's time to wake up. The industry isn't just ignoring you, they're erasing you. Netflix didn't say goodbye. Spotify just dipped with one public dig. Paramount didn't even fake a smile. Meghan and Harry aren't being released. They're being ghosted by a whole industry. And in Hollywood, ghosting is death. You can have all the partnerships and relationship building fluff you want, but if you don't have actual talent, if you don't have something people actually want to see, bye. That's showbiz. Meghan and Harry walked into the biggest stage in the world and forgot the script. Scandals can be spun, flops can be fixed, but silence? Silence means you're not even worth fixing. Meghan and Harry, once the loudest couple in every room, are now watching the spotlight flicker. And nobody's running to relight it. No PR team is jumping in. No celebrities are speaking up. Even their own allies have vanished. It's the one thing they never prepared for: irrelevance. And that silence? It's their worst nightmare. No control, no narrative, no platform, just crickets. Because let's be honest, people remember how Meghan treated her staff. The stories, the shade, the whispers. How she exited the royal family in chaos and never looked back. The branding might be glossy, but the receipts don't lie. Even if someone wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, the damage is done. The likability is gone. And the saddest part? Hollywood doesn't even care enough to say we're done. It's not rejection. It's forgetting you ever existed. Harry and Meghan have gone from headliners to background noise. And let's not pretend Meghan hasn't noticed. She's in full rebrand mode. Again, the Meghan Markle reinvention tour Take 3 is officially underway. With Harry fading out like the backup dancer he never asked to be, Meghan is soloing hard. She's eyeing her old pre-royal vibes. Remember the TIG, the blog, the wellness influencer wannabe era? Yup, she wants that back. But that ship, it sailed like 12 avocado toasts ago. She's out here trying to pitch herself as a girl boss lifestyle queen, but sweetie, the audience moved on. We're in the age of chaotic realness now. TikTok tears, messy honesty, authenticity, and Meghan's airbrushed perfection, it's giving plastic. It's not empowering. It's exhausting. Worse, they've lost credibility. What do people see now? Not visionaries, opportunists. Their Netflix doc was one long therapy session. The podcast? Fluff, their appearances, over-rehearsed, stiff, hollow, begging for relevance, and Paramount? That wasn't just a meeting, that was the final shot. And now, that door's slammed, the locks changed, and the key tossed into the Pacific. There's no plan B, no secret deal, no next big thing. It's over. Harry and Meghan are standing at the edge of the Hollywood cliff, and no one's there to catch them. So now what? Do they keep tossing out desperate pitches to studios that won't even book them for a Zoom call? Do they disappear for a few months and come back pretending it was all part of some grand recalibration? Or, and this would be the most dramatic plot twist of all, do they try to crawl back to the very royal family they dragged through the mud? Imagine that. The rebels who left the palace in flames now turning around with their tails between their legs? How do you recover from burning bridges that aren't even smoldering anymore? Why aren't there ash? Let's be honest. They thought they were going to rule Hollywood. But now, they're not even getting callbacks. And in this business, when the buzz dies, so does your career. The same media that once couldn't get enough of them has gone radio silent. No cover shoots, no glowing profiles, no juicy exclusives. They've become Hollywood's awkward phase everyone wants to forget. Even Family Guy roasted them. You know it's bad when cartoons are dunking on your downfall. And the truth is, they're not just irrelevant, they're toxic. People don't want to work with them. Not because they're risky, because they're boring. The drama dried up, the headlines faded. Now all that's left is a brand built on pity and PR. And baby, the PR machine ran out of gas. Hollywood's moved on. It's obsessed with the next big thing, and Meghan and Harry aren't it. They've been eclipsed by younger, louder, messier, and more interesting stars. There's no audience left begging for another TED Talk in a turtleneck. There's no comeback era. There's no next docu-series, no juicy tell-all. Because at this point, what's left to say? It's not just the deals that are dead, it's the legacy. They had a real shot to build something, to change the game, to redefine what royalty could look like in the modern world. And instead, they chose the easy fame, the flashy interviews, the paycheck partnerships, and none of it stuck. Their last move, Paramount, wasn't just a failed pitch, it was the industry's way of saying, we're done. We're not watching anymore. We're not listening. We don't care. And that's devastating. Because once that happens, it's not just your career that dies, it's your relevance. And in Hollywood, that's the kiss of death. So now Meghan's out here pretending she's the new lifestyle queen. Candles, recipes, vision boards. Girl, nobody's watching. Nobody's buying. Because a rebrand only works when there's a core to believe in. And right now, there's no there. Just recycled content, filtered smiles, and a desperate need to stay visible. And Harry? Poor Harry, he's fading like background noise. He didn't just leave the palace, he left his entire identity behind. And now, without the royal scandal to prop him up, he's just awkward. There's no arc, no passion, no impact, just a confused ex-prince lingering on the sidelines. They went from royal gold to Hollywood cold in under 3 years. And the saddest part? They did it to themselves. They walked away from tradition, prestige, and real influence. For what? For a few headlines and a seat at tables that were never meant for them. Now those tables are full. The invites have stopped. The red carpets aren't calling. And the cameras? They've turned away. Because in this town, if you don't evolve, if you don't deliver, you disappear. And Harry and Meghan? They've disappeared. Meghan? They've disappeared.